Very first match. Let's go. So far, both of them still waiting. Not too much action yet. Let me know if the sound is too quiet. I may turn up the volume a little bit for the game audio if it's too quiet. But if it's okay, please also let me know. Then we can change it. So LGD player here. Let me try to translate the name. That's LGD. Yeah, it's 𝗪𝗪𝘆𝗹𝗆. 𝗪𝗪𝘆𝗹𝗆. That's the LGD guy. His name is 𝗪𝗪𝘆𝗹. And then the Nova guy, let me translate his name. That's kind of hard. 𝗪𝗪𝘆𝗹. That's 𝗪𝗪𝘆𝗹. 𝗪𝗪𝘆𝗹 against 𝗪𝗪𝘆𝗹. Those are the two players here. 𝗪𝗪𝘆𝗹 for Nova and 𝗪𝗪𝘆𝗹 for LGD in the first 1v1. You see exactly here how this works. First they play the 1v1, then they play a 2v2. I'm always super curious for the 2v2 matches. Those are really, really special. It's something you don't see anywhere else in the leagues. At least I don't. The 2v2 is always very exciting. Good. 𝗪𝗪𝘆𝗹 here, of course, an advantage there with the Inferno Tower, burning that balloon pretty easily. Playing minor balloon himself, so it's a minor balloon versus a minor balloon. But it's not a mirror deck. It's close to a mirror deck, but there are small differences in those decks. 𝗪𝗵𝘆𝗆𝗆. Fabian, hello. How are you? Glad you're here. Awesome having you. What is this? Good. Yeah, but the thing is, also 𝗪𝗪𝘆𝗹 has the Inferno Tower. So for both of them, it's not easy because the opponent has the Inferno Tower ready. So for both of them, it's quite a struggle to try and get to the tower. It's not easy. Minor on the tower. Yeah, that one getting attacked by the bats pretty easily. Then the Rascal Boy. Brian. His first match here, Nova against LGD. It's a match from the weekend that I'm happy to bring you because Supercell gives me access to this video here. So I can share with you those amazing matches from CRL China. High-level competitive gameplay from CRL China. Both of them able to stop the balloon there with the Inferno Tower. Can I say that the Inferno Tower is one of the most disturbing cards at the moment for my gameplay? Because I love to play Golem, and so whenever people have the Inferno Tower, that's really annoying. That's really annoying. But there are ways to get around it sometimes. But sometimes you just lose because of that. I don't know. Not always gonna work. Minor on the tower, balloon supporting. Some support from the balloon. Balloon also on the Inferno Tower. And now this worked quite well. Tower's on 489. 489. Minor. Yeah, that's probably it here. That's probably the win for 𝗪𝗪𝘆𝗹. So 𝗪𝗪𝘆𝗹 scores first. Yeah, he's happy. You can tell. And as last time, I love it when they talk with their hand to make sure nobody is lip reading. So we're still in match number 1 between 𝗪𝗪𝘆𝗹 on bottom and 𝗪𝗪 on top. 𝗪𝗪 on top. Is that still 𝗪𝗪 or he looks different? No, that's still 𝗪𝗪𝘆𝗹. 𝗪𝗪𝘆𝗹 against 𝗪𝗪𝘆𝗹 for Nova. Furnace Electro Wizard. Probably with the Royal Giant. I'm very curious if we're gonna see Goblin Barrels more very quickly. Maybe. Lumberjack. There's the Royal Giant. We're always looking forward to the Royal Giant. By the way, what I did check if my Discord message. Yeah, that worked. Good. All good. All good. Not a good start for Joseph though. His tower's on 1559. That sounds like a year, but it's the health on his tower. Hog Rider. Hog Rider. And there's a barrel. Barbarian trying to get to the tower, but you know he's not gonna be successful. Now he's playing the furnace behind the tower. That's interesting change of strategy there. And then Ju plays the earthquake. 𝗬𝗪𝘆𝗹. The earthquake there to destroy the furnace. To destroy that furnace. Baby Dragon right lane. Yeah, as you can hear my voice a little bit better now. Getting better. BD Gamer, thank you. Getting better. Gotta be on 100% by Saturday for the big live show. Lumberjack destroying the Hog Rider. Anyone I'm rooting for? Yeah, rooting. I don't know if rooting is the right word, but I would certainly love Nova to win. Kind of. First of all, I think the better should just win, but it would be nice if Nova wins, because Nova is such a team that I've been with for a long time, or I've been with in terms of like, I watched them for a long time now. Watched their journey. And it's an interesting journey, so maybe for Nova a little bit more. But I'm okay if LGD wins too. And then for the second match we're gonna show today. So that was the 1-1. The second match against 𝗬𝗪𝘆𝗹. Next one. So that's where the chat would be here, but then it kind of is in the way of the gameplay. What about up there? In the way. It doesn't fit anywhere. I don't know. It doesn't really fit anywhere. What about up here? Let's just leave it up there for a moment. So it's 1-1. By the way. Okay, match number 3. That's the decision here between Joseph and 𝗬𝗪𝘆𝗹. Yeah, the flag. The Nova flag. They're very passionate about their Nova team. They are. So, they're both very patient. Very patient. You may wonder why I show you these gameplays. The reason is that those Asian players, they are really strong, and I feel like we can learn. We can really learn from them, because their CRL has already started. The Clash Royale League has already started, so they're a little bit ahead. So we can actually learn from them what decks will be hot in the future. But this is a deck that is still hot. It's not new. It's the Goblin Giant 𝗪𝘅𝘁 that is very strong. It's an amazing deck. I love to watch it. Joseph here, Goblin 𝗪𝘅𝘁. 𝗪𝘁 does a lot of damage. That's a very valuable 𝗪𝘁. Big elixir gain for that 𝗪𝘁. Then the Hunter is able to protect it. No, because of the lightning. Ah, he's angry. Look at that. 𝗬𝗪𝘆𝗹 there with that reaction. They usually don't show emotion, so that was really, really interesting to watch there. There you can see under how much pressure and tension they really are on the inside. They look so calm and quiet. Like Joseph, he looks so chilled. Yeah, 𝗪𝘁𝘁 gonna stop the 𝗪𝗺𝘆𝗺 gonna stop the 𝗪𝘁𝘁. Double there on the P.E.K.K.A. Baby Dragon. And then the Hunter shooting the Baby Dragon. Another Goblin Giant, boarded by the Barbarian, attacked by the Bandit. Good lightning. Yeah, the goblin giant's still there. That was a great push. And then the spare goblins get this first point here for Nova. First point for Nova. 1-0 for Nova. The next gonna be the 2v2. I love the 2v2 matches. It's gonna be amazing. So here's the first 2v2 match. First 2v2 match. Let me translate the names for you. On the bottom we have Nova. That is Nova 𝗪𝘁𝗁𝗁. That's one of them. And the other one is 𝗪𝘆𝘆𝗆𝗆𝗆. 𝗪𝘁𝗁 and 𝗪𝘆𝘆𝗆. I'm not exactly sure. I think the right one is 𝗪𝘆𝘆𝗆, but I'm not sure. One is 𝗪𝘁𝗁 and the other one is 𝗪𝘆𝘆𝗆. And on top we have LGD. And for LGD it is... translate the names quickly. Yeah, my Chinese translation here. Got this Chinese translation. So, that's XYD on bottom. That's XYD. And then the other one is 𝗪𝘆𝘆𝘆. 𝗪𝘆𝘆𝘆 and XYD. That's them. BD Gamer, hello. Okay, the 2v2. The 2v2. Hog Rider. Yeah, they have Inferno Tower there to stop the Hog Rider pushes. That's unfortunate. That's not what you want. And they got double Hog Rider. That's very interesting. That's something we noticed last time already. They usually, in those 2v2 decks, I mean, that's really cool. Where do you see competitive 2v2 matches but in CRL China? And what we noticed last time here already is that they usually double their win conditions. Like, you see it there, both decks have the Hog Rider in it as the win condition. And the same is actually true for the team LGD. Doubling of the win condition. So it's double Hog Rider versus double Hog Rider. That's how to do it. So next time you play with your friends, try doubling the win condition. Try doing that. Hog Rider. Getting frozen. Frozen bacon. I don't think that tastes good. Another Hog Rider. Hog Rider getting burned. That's really hard here. Poison damage to the tower. That's all they get. Nova getting a little bit of poison damage. Lumberjack with the Hog Rider. Are they ready to defend? No Inferno Tower right now. The freezing. They also have a defensive freeze. It's pretty similar decks. So what I would actually do, guys, if you plan to play this competitive, a 2v2 match with friends, copy both decks, not just one of them, and play it together. The 2v2 is amazing. Amazing. There's the next Hog Rider, supported by poison, but then there's the freeze. Double freeze. And so they wake up and get to the tower. Is it too late? No, not yet. 6:15. You can still make it. Double bacon on the way to the Inferno Tower. Double bacon hitting the Inferno Tower. And then one bacon on the tower. One of the bacons getting baconized. Baconized and gone. Gone with the bacon. And this hog getting a hit. It's 3:70. The freeze was a little bit too late. Otherwise the tower would be gone. Poison, snowball, and that's it. Win for LGD in the first match. 1-0 for LGD. So, there they are. Did you notice that both of the teams have a person watching? Making sure there's no cheating or anything, or that everything works. Like in case there are disconnects, we had that once. They see it happen. 𝗺𝗺𝗁𝗁. So it seems like 𝗧𝗏 is playing with a double hog again. They also have bomb tower this time. And also LGD with hog riders. So it's another hog rider duel. The rule of the duel. Baby Dragon, Lumberjack. Lumberjack running around. Round, round, round he goes. Round, around the river. Run, run, Lumberjack. Baby Dragon getting a few hits. Yeah, same thing here as before. The win condition is doubled. It's the hog rider. And besides that, the cards are no duplicates. Except for the snowball, actually. That's the one I see there. And the question mark is also duplicate. So really well balanced decks they have here. Cards that add to each other's deck. Really smooth. Smooth deck choice. Here's the hog rider for for LGD, sorry. Bomb tower. Going down to the earthquake, but the hog still not making it to the tower. Now, hog rider push by 𝗧𝗏. There's also a bomb tower here on LGD, but the hog getting to the tower. No. Even though there was a freeze, the hog got stopped. Baby Dragon. Baby Dragon, hog rider push. Hog rider pushing, and then the freeze, but for LGD the freeze works. For LGD the freeze did work. And that was a successful push for LGD. Wow. Wow. Good one. Hog rider, bomb tower going for the hog. Snowball. Hog rider. It's down. Baby dragons. Baby dragon for the ice golem. Yeah, this looks good for LGD. And they win the 2v2. I somehow feel like the 2v2 is the most popular for me. I like it most. What about you? Who likes 2v2? Yeah, there goes the tower. So LGD wins the 2v2 match against 𝗧𝗏, and that means in sets it's 1-1. Very fair play, of course, shaking hands. For LGD, you have 𝗪𝗁𝗁𝗁 for LCD. 𝗪𝗁𝗁𝗁 397. And 𝗪𝗲𝘅𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁, that's him. That's him, very popular player, 𝗪𝗲𝘅𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁 for 𝗧𝗏. Battle Ram. Fire Spirit, Battle Ram, push. Interesting choice. Barbarians going for the furnace. Looks like 𝗪𝗁𝗁𝗁 is trying with a Royal Giant. Probably. And 𝗪𝗲𝘅𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁 here with the Battle Ram. Of course, a very fast cycle deck. Bridge spam. The bridge spam's real. The bridge spam's real. It's the real bridge spam. That is the real bridge spam. Mega minion. And a musketeer for defense. What a mean lightning that was. What a mean one. A meanie. That was a meanie. Lumberjack. Battle Ram. Battle Ram not getting to the tower, but one barbarian does. One barbarian does. And then the other one joins in on the battle. And the tower's down. Yeah, they're laughing. Look at them. They're happy about that. Well done, well done. 𝗪𝘅𝘆𝗶 is an amazing player, of course. It's crazy. He's crazy strong. 𝗪𝘅𝘆𝘆𝗶 against 𝗪𝗆. 𝗪𝘅𝘆𝘆𝗆 is also well known in World Royale League. But don't ask me what team he actually plays for. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, Nova, of course, but that's not a WRL team. It's not a country team. I'm not sure. Chilito Challenge. Saludos hasta Nicaragua. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenido. Happy you're here. I'm happy you're all here, enjoying CRL China with me. What was the name? 𝗪𝘅𝘆𝘆𝗆. 𝗪𝘅𝘆𝘆𝘆 versus 𝗪𝘅𝘆𝘆. Match number 2. 𝗪𝘅𝘆𝘆𝘆𝘆 versus 𝗪𝘅𝘆𝘆. 𝗪𝘅𝘆𝘆𝘆 starts with a bandit. And 𝗪𝘅𝘆𝘆 with the rascals. Yeah, the poor bandit dies into the rascal. 𝗨𝘋𝘆𝘆𝑥, that's amazing. Oh, with the snowball. 𝗨𝘋𝘆𝘆𝑥 getting a little bit of damage done, but that's it. That's it. The bats. Jibbity, 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 beepily beep, jibbity, 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 bats. They actually make it to the tower. And get a hit! That was unexpected. The bats actually get to the tower, get a hit. Weird. That was some pair of weirdo bats. Some very weird bats there. And now again, the 𝗨𝘆𝘆𝘆𝑥 on the way. Rascals. I don't like the rascals. Who is a fan of the rascals? Anyone in the chat dares confessing that he loves to use rascals? I don't like them. It always feels like it should be very easy to count the rascals. But then when they're on the other side, the rascal boy is always very strong and you can hardly kill the girls. It's impossible to reach them and kill them. But when you play the rascals, when I play the rascals myself, they're always dead immediately. That's so weird. There is something like red and blue asymmetry here, where when you're playing, they're weak, and when they play it, they're strong. That's how it feels. It's really weird. I don't know. I know why that is. Some kind of a distortion. It's really weird. Bats. 𝗨𝘆𝘆𝘆𝘆𝑥. Good Mega Knight stopping them easily. 𝗪𝘅𝘆𝘆𝘆𝑥 here with the Mega Knight Ram Rider. Mega Knight Ram Rider against 𝗨𝘆𝘆𝘆𝑥 has actually a good chance of winning this, because Mega Knight is a good counter to 𝗨𝘆𝘆𝘆𝑥. It obviously is. Electro Wizard getting electrified. Electrified! Getting electrified. Good snowball. Killing the bats. I'm not sure about this Mega Knight. That may be a bit too early. Then he's pulling the Mega Knight with the Ram Rider. Pulling it actually to the other tower. That looked weird. How can they jump through each other? That should not be possible. When both Mega Knights jump, they should actually hit and drop. But jumping through each other like that, that's just looks wrong. That shouldn't be possible. Like bandits, they don't dash through each other. They dash into each other. And the same should be with the Mega Knight. When they jump, they should jump into each other and like with their bellies, hit and then drop. That's how it should be. They should change this animation because it looks weird. Anyways, there's the poison. And 𝗀𝘆𝘁𝗃 already wins this here for Nova. And that means it's 2-1 for Nova. 𝗀𝘁𝘃 here, pretty strong play. Next 1v1 match. Goblin Barrel. Little Chen starting with a Goblin Barrel. Yeah, look at how tense they are there, the viewers. 𝗪𝗆𝘆𝘁𝗃 here with a Royal Giant. Royal Giant Furnace deck. Nothing new there. And little Chen with Goblin Barrel Princess. Princess already chipping the tower. Already doing some work there on the tower. Now the Musketeer going for the 𝗀𝗃𝘆𝗃. The 𝗀𝗃𝘆𝗃. Goblin Barrel. Goblin Barrel. Battle Ram. And the Princess. Princess. And Rascal Boys again. Prince. Ball. 5 barbs. It's not a lot of things going on here in this match at the moment. Both of them defending pretty well. Lightning for the Princess. Looks a little bit like an overkill. A little bit. Just a little bit. 𝗀𝗪𝘆𝘁𝗵. Hello. Hello. Goblin Barrel again. We're still in the match Nova against LGD. This is potentially the last set because Nova is in the lead. 2-1. Royal Giant. Royal Giant getting attacked by the Rascals. Still gets down to 13:07. It's not looking good for Little Chen here. Little Chen is still behind. Then he plays a Prince. Yeah, he needs a successful Prince, but there's always the Furnace to stop the Prince. Furnace. Prince not getting there. The Princess getting a shot at the tower at least. Then the snowball. Oh, just on time. The Princess may actually kill, yeah, the Muskie. But the Muskie also kills the Princess. Goblin Barrel. Drop behind. Snowball to death. Getting snowball to death. Royal Giant. It seems like Little Chen really struggles here against Royal Giant. It's tough. 𝗀𝗆𝘆𝗁. Hello! Happy you're here. And then there's a win here. For 𝗪𝗆𝘆𝘁. Yeah, he's happy. 𝗪𝗆𝘆𝘁. I feel like the most spectacular of those matches is the 2v2 because we see that nowhere else. Minor push. Good prediction there with the Prince. Stabbing that Miner pretty quickly. Miner's on the tower. Prince. Prince trying to rush into the tower. But getting stopped as well. Can't get anywhere. Can't get anywhere. Both with the 𝗵𝘁𝗁𝗁. Is it a mirror deck? Almost looks like mirror decks. 𝗪𝘁𝘁𝗁𝗁 shotgunning each other. Shotgunning each other. Come on, guys. Don't do that. Be nice. Just be nice. Chief, what do you think about the Dark Prince buff and bomber? It's OP, yeah. I don't like it. Dark Prince was already strong before, in my opinion. So I think he didn't need a buff. And same is actually true for bomber. But everybody started using bomber today. That was weird. When I played a few matches today, a lot of people played bomber now. I think bomber is still not that strong that it's actually worth using it in most decks. But it was strong before. It's kind of similar to before. But Dark Prince is probably OP. I don't know. A lot of people will probably start playing Dark Prince against the Goblin Barrel. That's what I think. There's good alternatives now to Goblin Barrel, like Snowball. But you can still only use 8 cards. I mean, that's, in my opinion, the biggest thing they should change. Should have more cards available than 8. Or even more than 4. You actually only have 4 cards at a time. You should always have like 8 cards available. Like it should look like this. You see all the cards and then they just fill up and you play them. That would be my suggestion here for Supercell. But yeah, they won't make it. They won't make it that way, I guess. But that whole cycle thing and only having 4 cards available, I don't like it. And I think that's the reason why people didn't like the big decks. Because you still have those little 4 cards available and you cycle through the whole thing, it makes it totally random. But if you have like 10 cards available, or 20, and not that cycle in it, it's not random anymore. And I feel like that would be awesome. But with the cycling and only 4 cards. But how did I get there? The question was only the Prince buff. And then I totally, what's the word for this? What's the word? Dang, today I have to look up a lot of words. I want to say anything wrong, so I'm gonna look it up. Deviate! Yeah, I deviated. Totally deviated there. Good push there with the Prince, good poison on the tower. And the miner. The thing about the Goblin Barrels though was, when I played today, that I usually play Golem, and so they will hate to play against Golem. You can already tell that people will start saying Golem is OP, although there was no change. The reason is they all play Spell Bait now or Lock Bait with Goblin Barrels, and then they will notice that they can't beat Golem, and then they will say Golem is OP, which it wasn't before. It's just they play Goblin Barrel. If Little Chen wins for Nova, it's a match win for Nova. If Fearless wins, we're gonna go to set number 5. There, 5. Prince. Hog Riders. Royal Hawks, I mean. Royal Hawks getting guarded. 𝗪𝗪𝗆𝗪. Tolga. What do you think about the buffs and nerfs? Get it off your chest. Get it off your chest. Are you disappointed? It was only buffs actually, no nerfs. I already told everyone I don't like that Spell Bait or Lock Bait gets a buff. I'm happy it's gone and nobody played it anymore. It resulted in way more deck variation than before. And they kind of brought the bad times back. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, that Goblin Barrel, Spell Bait, Lock Bait stuff, that was at least for a year, that was meta. And so, I'm not happy that if that's gonna come back. But I don't know yet. But if it comes back, I'll not be happy. Minor. Minor poison. Minor poison. Do you name this game? What do you mean? Anime-mode. Classical bait now became popular, which is bring balance more to the game, including Three Musketeers. How do you think? How does it bring balance to the game? How does it bring balance to the game? I mean, the Musketeers were just dead. Nobody used them anymore. Olga says, I play Dark Prince Hog Bomber off meta, so I'm happy. Okay. Does that work, the Bomber? The Bomber in a Hog deck? Sounds interesting. Order. Fearless with the mortar. No, not Fearless. Little Chen with the mortar. And the Inferno Tower burning. Burning them. Good push there for Little Chen. But also for Fearless. It's not looking bad for Fearless. There's the mortar. Royal Hawk's mortar. That's a combo we haven't seen. Royal Hawk's mortar. Seen here first. CRL China, we've seen it first. Royal Hawks. Darius with a dono. Hey, thanks so much for the dono. Darius. Awesome. Awesome. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. Awesome.
Super chat. Amazing.
There you go. Super chat. Super chat. Amazing. At that very moment, Nova wins the game. That very moment, they won 3-1 for Nova. And this match is over.